global conversation on 99.3 Nigeria Info. In a world filled with dreams and aspirations, there are those who dare to turn their visions into reality. They are the backbone of our economy, the small, medium, and big businesses that drive us forward. From the quaint corner stores on Broad Street to the local boutiques and small businesses in Balogun, medium-sized businesses fuel the engine of growth, providing job opportunities for countless individuals. These businesses form the lifeblood of our economy, working hand in hand to create a thriving ecosystem of commerce and prosperity. On Balogun Broad, we celebrate the resilience and ingenuity of small, medium, and big businesses. We also keep an eye on the stock exchange market. We're in touch with our local markets too. Join us every Wednesday, 5 to 6 p.m. on Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
All right, still the nation's number one talk news and sports radio station, 99.3 Nigeria Info. This is Balogun and Broad, and today we're going to be talking about Dangote and, of course, the speech he gave at the recent event in Rwanda as it concerns our oil and gas industry, and, of course, the fact that he has said that the country is going to end fuel importation next month, June, like in a few days. He said this at an event that he attended, and I want to give you some background before I introduce my guest who's joining us via Zoom this afternoon. I want to introduce him, but first, let me give you some background into the conversation so you know what we're talking about. Well, Africa's richest man and chairman of Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, says the plan by Dangote Refinery will and Nigeria is that the country will not need to import gasoline by June this year. Apparently, speaking at the Africa CEO Forum, an annual summit in Kigali on Friday, he said the refinery had started supplying diesel and aviation fuel in Nigeria. According to him, the refinery has the capacity to meet the diesel and petrol needs of West Africa and the aviation fuel demand of the entire African continent. I'd like to quote him. Right now, Nigeria has no cause to import anything apart from gasoline, and by sometime in June, within the next 4 weeks, Nigeria shouldn't import anything like gasoline, not one drop or liter. Joining me to discuss via Zoom this evening is my very good friend, Fynface Dumnamene. He is the National Facilitator of Project with Artisanal Crude Oil Refiners, PACOR, in the Niger Delta. Mr. Dumnamene, thank you so much for joining us. You know that I always bite my tongue when I want to pronounce your name, but it's good to have you join us on the show.
Thank you, and good evening, Maryann. Good evening, Echo. I greet you all.
Thank you for joining us. I know that you and I have had several conversations about the oil and gas sector, the situation, this conversation is going to span into different aspects, whether it be the crude oil theft, whether it be the issue of us still holding on to the fact or hope that the Dangote refinery is going to help us, end all our problems. And of course, if we will actually be able to abide by that Dangote June end of importation of fuel. But let's start by looking at the issue of Dangote refinery having to import its own crude for it to even manufacture and give us fuel or petrol. As it is, people are buying petrol at different prices in this country. For the first time in so many years, there's a disparity in the prices of fuel and premium motor spirits, across the country. Some people in Calabar will tell you they're buying 850. Some in Lagos will say 650, 700. Abuja would tell you 700. And people ask, where's DPR? Maybe let's start from there.
Thank you very much for having me. And basically, starting from there, I must say in Port Harcourt, the majority of the filling stations, we are buying at 850 naira per liter. And what surprises me about what is currently happening in relation to the pump price of PMS is the fact that Nigerians are suffering and smiling. Nobody talks again. And that is why oftentimes I try to say that some Nigerians need to apologize to former President Goodluck Ebele that they went on the streets to occupy Nigeria when there was a little increase in the pump price of product. Now it is over 500% increase from where it was then and what it is now. And a lot of Nigerians, nobody is talking. So I think this is how all of this has cascaded into the prices of goods and services, and a lot of Nigerians are suffering. Now, talking about, the Dangote refinery and the promise of ending importation by June, I think Dangote is beginning to politicize its activities. I must call it politics because there is nothing on ground to show that the Dangote refinery is going to come on stream and be able to address the issue of Nigeria's energy sufficiency, especially in the area of PMS production by June. Dangote, as we speak, I think they are not even able to source their crude, from the country. They are buying from outside the country. And I wonder what the agreements and arrangements are that Dangote cannot get its product from Nigeria when we have sufficient crude that will go there. Now, are we also talking about Dangote being able to supply sufficiently to the country? It has capacity to produce 650,000 barrels per day. Let's believe that it is even able to produce half of that quantity per day. Now, the Port Harcourt refinery since December 2023 that they promised it was going to work, we have not gotten it on stream. Now, they have also fixed July. That is the time we are going to have it on stream. Now, what are we going to have on stream in July? Or a combined capacity of the refinery that is going to produce 210,000 barrels per day. Remember, at the point that we to 60,000 barrels refinery one, that was big. That they are going to get back. They promised that by November 2024, they are going to have 2 on board. So which that is coming on stream. Along the way, when they failed to bring on board the refinery one of 60,000 barrels per day, while promising to bring on board the refinery 150,000 barrels per day, they said they have started building a new refinery within the same refinery that has capacity to produce 100,000 barrels per day. All of these put together, we do not have the Kaduna refinery working. We do not have the Warri refinery working. Dangote commissioned its refinery when it was like 80% completed. And now the test running process, I must say, has not even been completed. And the assurances of the government, both within and outside the country, marketers who want to sell the product to him cannot really tell us that he is assured of enough feedstock, which is the crude, to be able to produce to satisfy Nigerians. So I think all of this is political. All of this is a way of trying to hook with Nigerians. And like a musician from Yogoni land will say, they're just trying to whine us. Why are they trying to whine us? That, importation can stop by June.
Oh my God, I can't believe this. Let me just bring us up to speed for those who are wondering why you're talking about, questioning the Port Harcourt refinery. About 4 weeks ago, the NNPCL signed an agreement for the construction of 100,000 BPD capacity facility inside the Port Harcourt refinery. In fact, we heard that the agreement will see the co-location of 100,000 BPD refinery within the Port Harcourt refinery complex. We saw it in a press statement that was put out on X 4 weeks ago. According to the NNPC, the new refinery, when operational, will produce PMS, AGO, ATK, and LPG, which is for both local and international markets. It also stated that the NNPC Limited's moves is to boost local refining capacity, which has witnessed a boost today with the signing of that agreement between the NNPC Limited and African Refinery Port Harcourt Limited for the co-location of that plant. We also hear that the signing of that agreement is a significant step towards setting in motion the process of building a new refinery, which when fully operational will supply PMS, AGO, ATK, LPG, and other petroleum products to local and international markets, and also promote employment facilities or employment opportunities for Nigerians. But then the question is, when? I think that's the question everyone is asking. What date? Because we keep hearing we will, we shall, we're about to, we have. but we don't know when. We haven't seen it. Let me take you back to a few weeks ago where there was some sort of chaos as to, we didn't even know if there was scarcity, if there wasn't scarcity, because on the one hand, they told us there was no scarcity, it's just a delay. But that delay saw a skyrocket in the price of petroleum products that have refused to come down now that we have the petroleum products. Again, I ask you, where's the DPR? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Please go
Yes.
ahead.
So again, I ask you, where is the DPR in all of this? Because it's beginning to look like a tactic of, a funny game, a monkey business of sorts.
Well, in response to your question, I just want to refer to one song that I think Ibu, is it late Ibu or still living? Not very sure.
He's
sang.
late.
Yeah, they are busy for nothing. These people are just busy for nothing. They are not putting in place measures that can enable us see results from what they are doing and be able to have Nigerians to trust them. DPRO, as a regulator, how much are they able to address the issues that we have in the oil and gas sector of the country? They are just getting busy, not really able to address the issues that we have, and they are not also trying to really work out modalities to address Nigeria's energy issues. I think that they are just rigmaroling and just playing around, beating about the bush and not really addressing the issues head on. Because when you are talking about trying to make the country have enough refining capacity, you have to look at every corner, every point, and also try to look at everything that is on the table to making it to work. And that takes me to be able to mention the issue of youth who are still vandalizing pipelines in the Niger Delta, despite even the private security, network and surveillance contract that have been put together, effort of all Nigerian security operatives, even the police that are supposed to get involved and concentrate on civic maintenance of law and order. They are also involved in pipeline anti-bunkering activities. Yet all of this is going on. Now, some of these youths have had opportunity of trying to contribute to the energy mix of the country by also seeking a legalization of their activity through the one we call the Presidential Artisanal Crude Oil Refining Development Initiative, PACOR, that talks about the legalization, standardization, modernization, and integration of artisanal refineries into the economy. Since 2017 till date, nothing has been done. And DPRO is in a position to call for a meeting, engage with some of these youths, to see how they can be able to package what they are doing to enable them to contribute to the energy mix in the country. All of these things they are talking about, I can assure you, I keep telling those who care to listen, which is also available on the internet, that every promises of government in relation to being able to make the various refineries we have to work, including the promises of Dangote, wasn't going to work out by the end of 2023 as a whole.
Why?
I also gave the second 24 that nothing was going to happen. Second quarter 2024 has elapsed. We are now in the third quarter 2024, and nothing is on ground. Take it from me that year 2024 we end, Nigeria will still be importing products.
But why are you so certain? Why are you so pessimistic about the fact that this is not going to happen? Is there something you know that we don't know?
I am not pessimistic about it. Neither am I also optimistic about it. But I know quite well that we know these people. These people that are ruling us, these people that are leading us, these people that are speaking, we know them. These are people that you cannot really trust them because they speak to please their paymasters. They speak to please the person that has engaged them. They speak to please people that they are going to be able to deliver. And at the end of the day, they are unable to deliver because before they speak, they do not put together the plus and minus, dot the I's, and ensure that everything is as it is. That is why Nigerians and the international community depend on people like us, depend on the non-governmental organization like the Youth and Environmental Advocacy Center, YES. Because when we speak with facts and based on what we have seen on the ground. And like I'm telling you today, be assured that 2024 will elapse and nothing would have been gotten from the Nigerian energy sector in terms of being able to stop importation. Very soon, they will tell you another story and the reason why they want to stop importation. But now they will not put that factor into consideration before taking steps to make this kind of pronouncement. So I'm very sure this is not going to happen because both DPRO, NNPC, Dangote Refinery, And of course, the 3 refineries we have that is now metamorphosing into 4, they are just getting busy and they are not really able to work out modalities because the current system that is running, there are people that are benefiting from it. And those who are benefiting from the current system wouldn't want anything to work so that they continue to benefit. So what you have here is just a way of whining Nigerians, not inside the country or the people, because they know what they are doing. And these are just the hard facts that we have to put on the table.
Well, you are on hard facts, and you paint a very gloomy picture for us because, of course, we know what the repercussionary effect of an increase in pump price overnight, what it costs for everyone. I mean, obviously, from the simplest person to the richest, everyone's feeling it. Before, you could buy, with 800, you could buy 3 liters of fuel. Now you can't. You can only buy 1 liter. So you can imagine the simple business person, the barber, the hairdresser, the welder, all these people that need fuel to run their businesses. Because again, let's talk about power. We don't have power. The cost of living is rising high. The purchasing power is continuously reducing. And you're telling everyone who's listening to this show that government does not have any plans to change anything because there are certain powerful people who are benefiting from the way we are. I wonder, how long can it hold? Can this whole we will do but not doing and playing around in circles, how long will it hold? Because it has to give.
Yeah, this is going to hold for a while. It's going to hold for a long time. It's going to hold beyond the time that Nigerians expect it to hold. Because we are talking about the power sector. The power is there. People are paying bills. Today, because of the high cost of PMS at the pump price, a lot of Nigerians have sold their cars. A lot of Nigerians are trekking. A lot of Nigerians have parked their cars. A lot of Nigerians are not even thinking about getting cars again. And even public transportation is not working. Remember, Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFRO, promised Nigerians while he was announcing subsidy has ended, quote unquote, that he was going to float some buses on the road. He was going to even float some CNG buses. The date, we have not seen that. We are now celebrating.
Well, Mr. Wale Edun would beg to differ on that because recently he was seen in the news inspecting more of those CNG vehicles that are supposed to be rolled out into the system and that would help to ameliorate our sufferings. He might beg to differ that, look, we have the buses. The buses are with us.
Before he differs with me on that, I want to remind him that we are on hard facts. And I want him to cross-check the fact with Sirika, the former Minister of Aviation, that even inspected aircraft said to be Nigerian carrier, the same way he has inspected the buses. And today, the aircraft are not operating anywhere in the country. And today, Sirika is facing EFCC investigation. The same way he has inspected those CNG buses, the same way Sirika
I think you're muted. Sorry.
We need to see them operating. We need to see Nigerians using it before we can believe what they are saying. Those inspections are a way of giving Nigerians hope. And there was a book I read in secondary school days, which we call Test of the Obervilles, written by Thomas Hardy. It is also called A Pure Woman. In that way, one of the major themes was about hopes and despairs. Nigerians are being given hope, and the hopes of Nigerians are despairing. These are what you see. When they look at the polity, they look at the media, they don't see anything that is really going on that Nigerians should discuss. All they need to do is to just throw one action so that Nigerians will begin to discuss that and forget about their sorrow. That is what the transport minister have done by going to inspect those buses. We want to see those buses. And as I speak, they were talking about 100 of those buses. If you divide the 100 of those buses across the 36 states of Nigeria and the FCT, you will see that one state cannot get up to 5 buses. And if a particular state like Rivers with over 5 million people do not have at least 50 buses, it's not sufficient to serve the interest of Nigerians. And when you talk about CNG buses, how many CNG boats, flying boats are you talking about here? How many CNG ferries are you talking about? There are majority of Nigerians live in the riverine areas. You are providing CNG buses. Are you also providing CNG boats that carry these people to their destination to mitigate the impact of transport on them?
Fynface, you've opened a whole new can of worms, but we have to go on a quick break. When we come back, Fynface is on fire, but we're going to talk about oil theft because you're sitting in the area where it's happening every other day, especially in that Ada George side, that road that takes you inside. We'll be right back. You warfare road, We'll be right back. Fynface Dumnamene is here with me in the studio. We'll be back after this break abroad. My name is Maryann Okon. Stay with us.
millions of listeners trust us on Hard Fact. Whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and trending stories, you know we're credible and objective.
It's Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Every parent wants to see their child growing up happy and healthy. Introducing Renzo Vitamins for Kids. Secret your child's daily nutrition and boundless joy. With Renzo Vitamins, your child will have the energy to embrace every moment and unlock their full potential. Give your child a head start in life with Renzo Vitamins for Kids, because a happy child is a healthy child.
Renzos!
We fit protect your car, your savings.
I beg you, make you no let her dey boring. Make we make insurance. We lifestyle. You don't even hungry, you say, make your insurance. Give you pass waiting you dey collect. Make you no shake body at all. Because now good hands, you deal with Health Insurance Group. Come enjoy with Boku insurance coverage. You fit also enjoy free awoof like chance to fit network up to 10% discount for hotels, gyms, spas, and for that your store. What you like for the shop? Tickets to enter show events. Plus free materials to carry plan your tomorrow. So next time when person ask you, what your insurance company they give you safe? Your answer supposed to be with Health Insurance Group. Of course, it plenty pass just insurance.
To follow Choplet all these, sign up onto www.healthinsurancegroup.com. That na HEIRS. Here's Insurance Group. Simple life day here.
Hey there, kids and parents!
Are you ready to kick off the Children's Day celebration in style?
It's the Kids FM Festival! Get ready for the inaugural Kids FM Festival happening on May 26th at 12 p.m. at the prestigious Balmoral Convention Center in Victoria Island, Lagos.
Come and experience the magic of live performances by talented young artists.
Captivating storytelling sessions
And thrilling interactive activities that will speak your language, that will spark your imagination and keep you entertained all day long.
That's right! Plus, indulge in delicious treats from our food stalls.
Offering everything from tasty snacks to yummy desserts.
Tickets are free, so hurry and secure your spot for a day of unforgettable memories.
Visit www.kidsfm.ng.
Kids FM Festival,
where every moment is a treasure.
It's like every other year. My wife wants to paint, and her own kind of budget just makes me want to faint. 50 buckets of paint? Make it make sense. I'm only dropping cheddar if it's using Santex.
Santex? Yes, Santex. The amazing durability is more than mere text. Rich quality paint within your budget. So make the smart choice. Paint with Santex.
Can't go wrong with a smart choice. Santex paint. Smart choice.
Paint your dreams on the walls of your reality. Choose Santex paint for its rich quality, vibrant colors, and long-lasting coats. Available at authorized Santex paint distributors across Nigeria. Santex paint, the smart choice.
Mommy, my teacher said 90% of my brain will develop by the time I am 5.
Really? What else did she say?
She said I need iron in my food for my brain to grow well.
Oh, very true. And that's why I give you Cerelac Junior every day, which provides half of your daily iron needs.
And Cerelac Junior tastes so good.
Cerelac Junior with iron. It's all good.
Get in on the action with Betano, your exciting destination for sports betting. Enjoy an award-winning experience with amazing betting options, cash outs and missions, as well as other features. Join now and get a welcome bonus of up to 200,000 naira. Betano.ng. The game starts now.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids the new Milo 3-in-1. Milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo.
New Lafarge water shield cement now confirm. Number one waterproof cement for Niger. Yeah. Ogbonge cement for waterlogged areas. Number one waterproof cement for Niger. Yeah. New Lafarge water shield cement number one. New Lafarge waterproof cement now confirm. One time. Put full stop for water wahala. With Lafarge water shield cement, water go collect. If water jam house, or they shake. Foundation and basement to call, no shaking. Cement for water locked areas. Number one waterproof cement for Niger. Lafarge, not confirm. Cement, new Lafarge water shield cement, not confirm.
Put full stop for water wahala.
Are you ready to ignite your career in the media industry? Wazobia Academy Spark program is back and better than ever. Registration opens 20th of May and closes 24th of June. Physical classes hold on Wednesday 26th to 28th of June. Spark 2.0 is offering 3 incredible courses running simultaneously: becoming an OAP, series writing, and video shooting and editing. 16,000 naira only for each course, covering both online learning and 3-day physical training. What are you waiting for? Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to kickstart your career in the creative industry. Visit www.wazobiacademy.com/Spark 2.0 to register, or send a WhatsApp message to 0908-826-5038 or call 0911-111-1221. Terms and conditions apply. Wazobia Academy. Learn and lead.
In a world where wildflowers only bloom for a few to see, you have a chance to bloom because you deserve it. Bridgerton Season 3 is bringing the royal spotlight to Ikeja City Mall on the 25th and 26th of May 2024. Mark your calendars and come take advantage of the picture-perfect moment to dazzle and shine in the Bloom Box.
Watch the first part of Bridgerton Season 3 only on Netflix. Plans from 1,600 naira monthly.
See how I'm using corner eye to look at you as you keep pressing *321#. Is it not credit that you want to borrow from Glow?
Yes, now. What happened? Has the code changed?
Where have you been, girl? *303# is the new code to borrow credit and data on Glow.
So the code is no longer *321#, but *303#?
Confirmento. Voila! It worked, oh! Before Uncle, *303#, not before show. But, guy, I hope so the data where you borrow go reach me and you.
Dial *303# to borrow credit and data on Glow and pay later. *303#, new code, same great ease.
Glow Unlimited. Get loans of up to 7 million naira on Rain Money. Call 0700 5000 500 or visit rainmoney.com to get started now.
As a mom and a dentist, I know the importance of strong teeth, beautiful white smile, and fresh breath. They give you the confidence to eat the right foods without worry. Speak confidently in public, and making friends is easier when you know you have fresh breath. I give my family confidence with Pepsodent's Triple Protection 1-2-3. It's 3 toothpaste in 1 to protect their teeth from holes, give them white teeth and fresh breath. The confidence of 3 toothpaste in 1. Pepsodent's Triple Protection 1-2-3.
Then say health na wealth, but when person dey arrange in health, can't lose one hand, one leg. Abi na when you dey hospital, they come tell you say you must drop heavy money first before they even think of to begin any treatment.
But when Avon HMO tada with you, you no go dey shout yekpa, cause last now all of us need people. Visit avonhealthcare.com now to get Avon Health Plan for you and your people.
Avon HMO, empowering you to live a healthier, fuller life.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids the new Milo 3-in-1. Milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Chinedu! Don't worry, Ma. He'll be home on time, just like his dad. I'm cooking their favorite jollof with Sonia tomato mix. They are here.
Hey, is that jollof ready?
Right on time.
Your loved ones will always rush home for tasty meals prepared with Sonia tomato mix.
It's so good eating together with a family.
Yes, Ma. Sonia tomato mix brings you together. Proudly Nigerian.
It's like every other year. My wife wants to paint, and our own just makes me want to faint. 50 pockets of paint. Make it make sense. I'm only dropping cheddar if it's using Santex.
Santex? Yes, Santex. The amazing durability is more than mere text. Rich quality paint within your budget. So make the smart choice. Paint with Santex.
Can't go wrong with a smart choice. Santex paint. Smart choice.
Paint your dreams on the walls of your reality. Choose Santex paints for its rich quality, vibrant colors, and long-lasting coats. Available at authorized Santex paint distributors across Nigeria. Santex, the smart choice.
Hey there, kids and parents!
Are you ready to kick off the Children's Day celebration in style?
It's the Kids FM Festival! Get ready for the inaugural Kids FM Festival happening on May 26th at 12 p.m. at the prestigious Balmoral Convention Center in Victoria Island, Lagos.
Come and experience the magic of live performances by talented young artists,
captivating storytelling sessions,
and interactive activities that will speak your language, that will spark your imagination, and keep you entertained all day long.
That's right! Plus, indulge in delicious treats from our food stalls,
offering everything from tasty snacks to yummy desserts.
Tickets are free, so hurry and secure your spot for a day of unforgettable memories.
Visit www.kidsfm.ng.
Kids FM Festival,
where every moment is a treasure.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
This is Hard Facts.
Millions of listeners trust us on Hard Facts, whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and trending stories. You know we're credible and objective.
It's Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, we're back, and we're still talking about promise. Apparently, he made this promise in Kigali, Rwanda, sometime last week at the CEO's conference, saying that Nigeria will stop the importation of fuel by June. That's next month. In fact, in a few weeks. But my guest, Fynface Dumnamene, is telling me that it might not happen anytime soon, and then he's giving us reasons why. And he's talked about so many things, but I want us to talk about oil theft quickly, Fynface, and then of course we'll bring negotiations into the conversation, because of course this is a conversation that affects us all. Let's talk about oil theft. Like I said, I know a place in Port Harcourt where we see uniformed officers help protect this so-called fire. For if you don't live in Rivers State, you probably don't understand what it means. But of course, it's a slang, a term for illegal mining of crude. And for those of us who lived in River State, we've also seen the repercussionary effect of this illegal mining in the likes of the soot that's in the air, where black particulate matter is in the air. But we'll not get into that. Let's talk about the fact that our oil continuously leaves the shores of this country, gets on a ship, and goes out of this country. The NNPCL says they don't know about it. The Nigerian Navy, who's supposed to guard our territorial waters, have no idea. The army, the NSCDC, the police, everybody feigns ignorance. Yet we're saying we're going to get out of this rot that we found ourselves in. sometime soon. How possible is that?
Yeah, Maryann, I will start from a parable that they do say that when all the lizards lie prostrate, how would you know the one that is suffering from belly ash? NNPC denying, all the agencies denying, even security operatives that you have even mentioned and you know that they are allegedly involved in crude oil theft. Ask them, they will all deny. Yet, oil is being stolen every day. The same NNPC that is denying knowledge of what is happening is saying that about 400,000 barrels of crude oil is stolen daily from the country.
By whom?
So, I think it's a shame that Nigeria could be one of the few countries in the world where people can come into the country on a larger scale with a barge, with a ship, steal crude oil, and they ferry away with it without them being caught. That is illegal bunkering. Then, if you come locally into the country, you have the oil theft, the one we call artisanal refineries, where they steal the crude and they refine it locally. So, apart from the massive environmental pollution, including soot that you mentioned, that are associated with the oil that is refined locally in Nigeria, it is even better that the product is stolen and refined here locally than for it to be stolen and taken out of the country, where the money we don't know where it goes to, and then the product that is even stolen creates job outside, and then the same Nigerian government goes to those countries, buys the product that is refined from the stolen crude oil and bring back to us here. Not just buying it and bringing it up for the country for us to buy, but they also pay subsidy on the refined product from a stolen crude oil from Nigeria.
Well, Fynface, I'm so sorry. I don't know if you live in this country, but subsidy is gone.
Hey, subsidy has not gone. They told us on paper that subsidy is gone, but subsidy is not gone. If subsidy has gone, we would have been buying PMS, that is the fuel, at about 1,500 naira per liter as we speak. Because if you look at the price of the product in the national market, the demand and supply of the product is a function of the Nigeria dollar relationship. How much is a dollar to a naira today? As of today, it's about 1,440 naira as of today. As of last week, it was 1,500 and something. And even the Nigerian Customs Service have pegged the exchange rate to a naira at 1,520 naira per dollar. So, how much are they buying this product outside the country? How much do they pay as charges, taxes, and all the rest transfer before they get it in? So, they are secretly paying tax on this. Like our music legend of blessed memory, Fela Aníkúlápó Kuti will tell you, this is a secret I'm telling you, that Nigeria is still paying subsidy, but don't tell anyone outside that I said it. That is what is happening.
All right, Fynface, I want to bring Lagos into this conversation. 0700 993 993 993. Like I always say, I don't want to have these conversations for conversational purposes. I want to have these conversations to see how we can chat a way forward. Not that you are the head of the NNPC, but that you work with a non-governmental organization, your civil society. You want to see how we can all forge ahead. And so before this conversation is over, I'm going to ask you, what do you think the way forward is? But then let's take a call from Lagosians. Hello. Welcome to Balogun Broad.
Action Lady, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
This is Chris.
Go ahead, Mr. Chris.
Yeah, our chairman, good evening, sir. Maryann, Dango to next month fuel go ready, Abi, in refinery.
He said we're not going to need to import fuel anymore.
Okay. Why are they waiting for Dango to own? In Equality, there's a refinery that has been ready for the past 2 years. This will not be modular refinery, right? How come NNPC refused to give them crude before they sell NNPC? Go to Egbema. Your man should know Egbema, very close to River State. Oshibanjo Communion one.
It's actually in River State.
Aha, good. Egbema. Go to Otua in Aguleri. There's another one there. If they give those people crude, I think they can supply those neighboring states.
Okay.
But they are waiting for almighty Dangote. Today we hear they import crude, though. You know, here say import crude from America, right?
Yes. 10 seconds.
And they tell us they know what to do. Because Jonathan and Co. don't know what to do. Nigerians, we all are in for it. I want to thank my chairman for all the revelations. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me read a message here for you, Fynface. The person says, it's ludicrous the way and manner government is redirecting our attention to privately owned refineries, just the same abandoning the national grid for private players who would invest in an alternative energy. Do you think a government who are shareholders and capitalizing in privately owned companies would actualize the nationally owned companies? Chisco from Ijegun. There's another person here who's saying, please, your guests should stop giving the impression that it is bad for Dangote to import crude oil. There are so many refineries in the world that import crude oil, even in oil-producing countries, and sell refined products to other countries. They create jobs for the people and make more money than selling crude directly. U.S. was a major importer of crude oil a few years ago. U.S. was producing crude then, yet importing from all over the world. If you set up a cocoa company to produce chocolate in Nigeria, is it bad for you to buy more cocoa from other African countries, then produce chocolate until you're able to produce sufficiently the quantity for your manufacturing of chocolate? Some of these analyses are myopic, to say the least. He didn't give us his name, but I'd like for you to have a right of reply, Fynface.
Let me just quickly reply that person. At what point do you decide to import? It is when you don't have sufficient that you import. When we talk about a country, we are not talking about something that is in a vacuum. That person that is speaking has a family. He can only look outside of his family to get help when he cannot get help from his family. That is what import is all about. So if we have sufficient crude oil in Nigeria, we are even looking for buyers. Why should we go outside the country to buy? Remember, when you are buying the crude oil outside the country, you are buying it in dollars. And when you spend that much to buy this product in dollars, you are suffering in Nigerian naira. If we want to strengthen the naira, why not we sell crude oil to Dangote in naira in Nigeria? That will make our naira to appreciate. These are things that we are talking about. There is no myopic in what I'm saying. He doesn't know me and what I do. I have spent 13 years on this advocacy. The federal government knows me. As I'm speaking, they know me and they know who is speaking. And whatever I say comes to pass because I have been in this. And I will be in this and I'll continue to be in this. Because I want a better society for all of us. Dangote cannot import crude when we have crude in the country. If we are really trying to be able to solve our problem. Remember, there was a time that NNPC said they are going to exchange crude oil for dollar to help us to strengthen the Nigerian naira. Why do you go to this extent? And Falana came up to say that Nigeria, the NNPC don't even have the constitutional rights to try to fix the Nigerian dollar by exchange of crude for dollar. These are there. So the point here remains that we shouldn't just stop because we want to stop. We want to find solution to the problem.
Okay.
I love Nigeria more than any other person that you can think about because nobody can be more Nigerian than me. And the other country that people run to, even where they go to buy the crude oil, people sit down to fix those countries. I'm one of those who have decided to stay back in Nigeria, contribute to the fixing of Nigeria. So I know what I'm talking about. So when we come to a solution, I will profile the solution to him and he will get to know the direction I'm coming from.
All right, we're still taking a few more thoughts and comments. 0700 993 993 993. Join the conversation. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, Maryann, I greet you.
Good evening.
I greet your guest, Fynface. Laprusku is my name.
Go ahead, you have 6.
You see, we have so many challenges in this country. Nobody is talking of kerosene 1007. Well, everybody is saying at London, no control price. What is happening? I don't know. Only God can tell. See, let me tell you, there are consequences for action in this our motherland. 12 years ago, 30 years back, people are still protesting and doing all sorts of things. Today, nobody is talking at Ojota. Nobody is talking today. We are counting our teeth with our tongue. But all the same, the question is, what is the way? What is the solution? Like we are asking also, Maryann, what is the way forward?
Yeah.
That's my question. Thank
All
you
right.
and God bless.
Thank you, Rapper. I'll take one more call and Fynface will let you answer that question. In fact, let me read a quick message here. Kayode from Ikotun here says, quite unfortunate that everyone is focusing on the President Tinubu and the error and the failure of the group managing director Mele Kyari, who's been dribbling and deceiving the whole of Nigeria all of these years. Why has labor unions not gone to the refinery to verify the status of the matter? What a question. I think you can add to the other question of which way, forward, Fynface.
Yeah, I think let's just focus on the way forward. I think that is what we need to do at this point in time. Now, on the way forward, all hands must be on deck. The last caller talked about the fact that nobody's even talking about kerosene, EPK. That is true. That is what the ordinary people in Nigeria use. Majority of Nigerians use kerosene and firewood. And when they continue to cut down trees because they want to get firewood, they are contributing to climate change. And Nigeria has said that by 2060, we should have net zero. So these are some of the issues. Now, in the Niger Delta is produced and donated as social corporate responsibility of artisanal refiners. And they do this to own social license from the people. That is why if you walk into any community where artisanal refineries is going on, nobody will point at you that this person you are seeing is involved in crude pipeline vandalism, crude oil theft, artisanal refinery. They will not, because they are benefiting from this one way or the other, especially through kerosene that they use to buy the loyalty of community people to support them. What are we talking about? The Nigerian government was supposed to have floating filling stations on the water where Nigerian people can be able to get kerosene and even again.
And Fynface, where's the money? Where's the money that was voted for it? Because we're not also asking that question.
Exactly. And that is why we need to begin to follow the money and ask questions about the money. Accountability is key. So those who are thinking that what we are doing here is a joke, it's not a joke. We are asking fundamental questions to hold our leaders to account, because this is a common word that belongs to all of us. Now, as a way forward, Nigeria should try to fix its refineries. The Warri refinery, I think, has a capacity to produce about 125,000 barrels per day. The Kaduna refinery has about 100,000 barrels per day. The combined capacity of the PACOR refinery 1 and 2 is a capacity to produce 210 barrels per day. If you combine the entire full capacity production of all 4 refineries that Nigeria owns, it's still below the 650,000 capacity of Dangote refinery. But now, Dangote that is giving us another promise now. So remember that he failed in the promise of assuring us that we were going to have product from his refinery by July 2023. And this is May 2024. We've not gotten that. So how do we now take him seriously that we are going to have it resolved by June 2024?
But I'm sorry, Fynface. I'm so sorry. I know I have just 1 minute. Why are we putting so much pressure on Dangote? He's not the NNPCL. He's not the Nigerian government. Why are we putting all our eggs in the Dangote basket? It beats me.
There are people who are putting their eggs there. I don't put my eggs there because I think that even at the best capacity of production of Dangote refinery, they can't even produce 450,000 barrels per day till the end of this year. That is full capacity of 600,000 and 650,000. They cannot produce half. Dangote refinery was seen as the messiah in our oil and gas industry to solve the problem of discontinuation of production. And they should bear in mind that Dangote designed his refinery with the intent of making sure that Nigerians 4 refineries, 2 in Port Harcourt, one in Warri and Kaduna, don't produce. He never put any of them into calculation. That was why he went for 650,000 barrels per day to produce sufficient for Nigeria to use and then have extra to export. That is what they are looking at. But now we don't even have that. So the solution is for Nigeria to fix its refinery, grant modular refinery licenses to those who are trying to go in, especially the youth who are involved in artisanal refineries in the south and the south and the Niger Delta, and then try to support the other private modular refineries and then build new refineries, because they are spending more money on rehabilitation of old refineries than even the amount that it costs to build new refineries. This can help us to solve the problem. We also look into the issue of transitioning to clean and renewable energy through solar in our communities, like we are doing.
Well, I love how we've ended this conversation. Unfortunately, there's not enough time to, go on and have this conversation. But Fynface Dumnamene is working with non-governmental organizations across the Niger Delta on artisanal refineries. And of course, he's seen a lot, and that's why he's speaking from a passionate place. And I want to say thank you, Fynface, for coming on the show. We really appreciate you. We will bring you to have more conversations on this. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
All right, great. Thank you very much. It's still Hard Facts. We'll go on a quick break, Lagos. When we come back, we'll be wrapping it up here on Balogun and Broad. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
The telenovelas of radio information.
More news.
More conversations.
More information.
More sports.
And more talk.
Nigerians station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
In Nigeria, the weather can change in an instant. Just like life itself. Even when you are caught in a heavy downpour or harmattan has left your skin dry, there's one thing that never changes: the restoring power of Vaseline Petroleum Jelly. Because we all know when harmattan strikes, if you are not protecting your skin, it cracks. So do your lips, and one starts. So use Vaseline Petroleum Jelly to keep your skin healthy, smooth, moisturized, and protected all day long, so you can embrace every season with confidence.
Mommy, my teacher said 90% of my brain will develop by the time I am 5.
Really? What else did she say?
She said I need iron in my food for my brain to grow well.
Oh, very true. And that's why I give you Cerelac Junior every day, which provides half of your daily iron needs.
And Cerelac Junior tastes so good.
Cerelac Junior with Iron Plus. It's all good, Mom. I love my job as an HR manager, but I also love my weekends because I get to relax, spend time with family, and catch up with all the latest TV shows. But it's hard to relax when my phone is always buzzing. I have to sort out health-related issues from my colleagues because our HMO account rep is unreachable. Imagine my relief after signing with Reliance HMO, and I've not...
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.